What's going on, my people? This is Dr. Hood, H19D. If you didn't know, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for more videos. Hit that bell for notifications. Okay, today we are doing a reaction, y'all. This one is Kevin Samuels and Nicki Minaj. I want y'all to check it out. But my thing is, I want to see if Kevin Samuels is consistent. You know, this lady said you guys like consistency. I see him get on there. He ripped a dozen of y'all's heads off. And we want to see if he keeps that same energy. You know, if he treats Nicki Minaj, or if he gets a chance to rate her on a scale of 1 to 10. You know how he says you can't pick 7. So we want to see if he keeps his consistency dealing with a woman of extreme high value. Let's get into it.
It was blood clots and shit. I'm old. Are we making 911 over there? So.
Let me tell you. You see, let me tell you how much I love the universe, and I am a firm believer of the universe.
Okay.
Listen, I wanted to get on and talk to you for a very long time.
Is that right?
That's very right.
What we got?
So I want to know.
She's that very right. She's getting into character. You know, she's really getting into it. I wonder if she's going to a show, or, you know, I know she does shows every night anyway, so maybe she is.
What you gotta, you know, let's have this real talk. Let's have this real talk. Because I know a lot of times when people will speak to you, it's like they trying to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if you call somebody trying to be funny, yes, I feel if you call somebody trying to be funny, then don't be mad at what you get. If you call somebody
Right. There's a lot of people that just call the show just because they want that experience, or they getting up on there and they do say some ridiculous shit that, you know, is gonna get a ridiculous response. So I like to sift through some of the exchanges and kind of sift it out for trolling. You know, I'm gonna be sifting Nicki out for trolling too. Nobody gets a pass. You know, if you trolling, you trolling. But we'll see how it goes.
if you call somebody that, you know, and you're really trying to, you know, sincerely ask questions or get information or chat,
right,
then that's different. So I want to talk to you.
Okay. What are we talking about?
Well, what do you rate me?
Is that what we're starting off with?
Yeah.
Do you think the men rate women?
No, I thought, because isn't that what you do?
Hey, man.
What have you seen in my
Kevin Samuels, you're starting to, you know, you're a little intimidated by her presence. You know, that's a sign. You know, if you're a lion, you're not supposed to be intimidated by nobody's presence. You know.
Have you just seen like the clips?
Yeah. I think I always see people calling you and you tell them you ain't no such and such. You lying to yourself. You ain't this. You know.
What I typically don't do is I don't typically rate people. I ask them if they rate themselves.
But then you after see, come on, Kev. You're gonna have to straighten up. Relax. Sip on that Red Bull like you be doing. You know what I'm saying? And relax, because yeah, you tell them to rate themselves from 1 to 10, but you tell them that they're not that, or they're this, and you rate them, but based on the information that they give you. Okay.
Questions.
So let's start it that way.
Yeah. All right, how tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
Dress size?
My dress size?
Mm-hmm.
Bender Don says that. My dress size? That's a good question. I guess I'm What?
See, now he's getting a little bit more comfortable. See, listen, if she just gonna wild out and destroy your career, which could never happen to a high value man. A high value man's not even thinking of that, because this is what you built with your hard work. Then there ain't no woman that could tear it down. So I think you think she's gonna get on here and try to blast you, and what might get people not fucking with you. But that it can't happen. It would only make you bigger. And that's the mindset that you gotta have. So we just reacting to this shit. This is for educational purposes only. And only the experienced, or the ones that want to be on that level, you know, when it comes to having confidence, is going to feel what I'm talking about. Anybody else is going to just think, you know, this is a regular reaction. But there's actually some key elements that I might not even mention, because this is organic, that you're going to have to pick up from this.
All right. And on a scale from 1 to 10, you can't use 7. What would you rank yourself?
Nicki on one.
Fresh face out of the shower, just you.
Yeah.
That's how I always ask the question.
Yeah. Let's go.
7.
Whoa.
Can't use 7. That's why 7 is the most common answer.
Really?
It's the default answer for most people, because they don't want to go too high, they don't want to go too low.
Well, no. It ain't a default answer for me.
Well, let's see.
See, anybody else,
I'll give
you know,
you
let's just face it. You know, anybody else, he would have said, you know, answer the question. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have said, you know, I'll give you the default and you know, all of this shit.
I will give you 9 because
whoa, you give her a 9. You gave Beyonce an 8, Kelly Rowland a 9, Rihanna a 9, you know, and you giving Nicki, and I ain't even gonna blast her, but she's not a 9, Kevin, and real men know that. And this is where you fucked up. You know you fucked up, right? Nah, let's go.
Symmetry, and you get additional points for eyes, full lips. See, it's not. I'm an actual image consultant, and I'm sure you deal with a lot of people who take your pictures or something so forth. You have a symmetrical face, and so it's much more based upon facial symmetry. It's not based on European beauty standards or anything like that. It's much more based upon.
And you're saying that because you seen her fresh out of the shower, right? You seen this woman fresh out of the shower, and you're gonna go to that far to clout chase. And if this was my brother, I'd tell him the same thing, bro. You know, and some of you, I know there are people that agree with Kevin Samuels, and then there are Kevin Samuel followers. Or, yeah, right? And I don't want to get the backlash. You know, this is just how I 100% feel. I feel like Nicki's not a 9. You know, he could have got away with saying an 8, even though I don't think she's an 8 like Beyonce. If you would have said she was a 6, because she couldn't use 7. She tried to be nice and use 7. You didn't let her use 7. And you didn't want to put her down to a 6 because she's not an 8 like Beyonce. Okay?
Babies, animals, human beings have evolved to find attractive.
Wow.
You get additional points because we've evolved to find more slanted eyes, somewhat attractive, especially when they're not on Asian.
Wow.
But that's not what gets translated. Most of the time, people take my clips and cut it down to something that's gonna make a viral moment. is gonna start a conversation. Take the good with the bad. Have you seen anything else that I did?
I saw one time when you checked this lady for, I guess it was a white lady or a Hispanic lady, and you was like, oh, you're not gonna come on this show and talk down on black women. That's what the fuck you're not gonna do.
Yeah.
And so again, that was a clip. I didn't see the context really, but
well, I get a rap of hating black women, and
man, you getting a rap for me for not being consistent, bro. We just saw how you ragged Sierra for her little twerking and, you know, whatever she's doing. But Nicki does the same thing and there's like no pushback. You know, like, do you think that Nicki is in a higher place as far as the black community goes than Sierra? Or do you just want to rag on Sierra because she's fucking with Russell Wilson, a simp? I don't know, man. This is kind of crazy. And you give her a 9. You know, this is crazy.
Far from that, I mean, there are over 50 black women who report that they've gotten married as a result of watching my content.
really?
It's on my Instagram. I actually had a young sister just post up saying, hey, as a result of you, I snatched the ring. I just actually posted a brother who was about to move to the...
Man, you're getting out of character, Kevin. You're getting out of character. And I'm going to check out some of these other reactions because this is the only reason how I knew about it. There was 10, 20 damn videos reacting to this shit. Okay? I just want to see that same energy, man. Like, you got all these followers. They behind you. You know, you going to get some more clout off of Nicki anyway. Go ahead and go in just like you do everybody else.
Public, and he found his wife in my Facebook group. Like 12 couples have gotten married in there. But that stuff doesn't get publicized.
Nobody cares about that, bro.
When I'm talking about relationships, I'm talking about men and women, but because I'm black, I'm talking about us. And time to time, I would bring stuff in, and then a lot of times sisters would say, well, men, when they get to a certain level, they only want white women or this or that. So I let women from other races come in. I'm like, okay, well, then, can you learn anything from them? What would you teach them? And the one woman came in and she thought she was going to do what I did to black women. I'm like, hold on, wait. Now, we can talk this way. Karen, you sit your ass down over there. Because I don't play that. I wouldn't let, you know. You
should.
Despite popular opinion, I love my mother, I love my daughter. But we do have to have a family conversation. And what's starting to happen more is actually we're starting to have more conversations about this. It ain't comfortable, but we're starting to see progress.
Well, let me ask you this just outright then. Why do successful black men date outside of their race?
Well, I would say this. When I look at men, I split them up. Guys that I consider to be in the industry, music, entertainment, athletics, and then guys on the business side. Business side, because I come from that side. But more often than not, black men want to be with black women. We do 85% of black men are married to black women.
Oh.
When I have my guys come to me, even after they got themselves together, like Dennis Furling, the guy who just moved, he found his black wife in my group. Black men we want to be with them. The problem is, let's be honest.
They date outside their race because they feel like it's gonna be easier. They're taking the easy way out. 9 times out of 10, and I embrace the struggle, but it's gonna be a struggle no matter who you're in a relationship with. But we always look at the different adversity and different things that blacks had to go through. So you're automatically thinking that white girl is gonna have you in a better position financially. But finances, they're not everything. You know, that strong family, that strong lineage is stronger than money, you know. So I see it a lot. You know, I don't knock it. People do what they do, but for a long time, and I'm gonna do some studies about it, you know, that's kind of my whole look on it. Like, okay, he took the easy route, you know, and we'll get into that.
In my lifetime, we weren't really raised to learn how to get along with one another. We can kick it, we can hook up, but can we work together long term? And I mean, you're married now, right? Okay, relationship is a skill set. It's different than dating in short term. We really want to talk that kind of stuff. And what successful people who are doing good in their professional life want to fail in their personal life. And in the Black community in particular, when we fail in our personal lives, we pay a huge penalty because so few of us get married. It's almost like we like to see people's marriages fall, but we need more of those things in order to build whatever we're going to be, because people may not like my method, but I want to see more Black men who want Black wives get with Black women. And that's the outcome we're getting. It ain't pretty, though. Sometimes it ain't pretty.
Yeah, you gotta be harsh and you gotta be stern on your delivery, or people don't get it. It's kind of like talking to a kid real nicely, like, hey, excuse me, can you please pick up your blocks and, you know what I'm saying, clean up this room, you know, and then the kid doesn't fucking listen. And then you tell him, run in there and say, clean up this motherfucking room right now, you know what I'm saying, you motherfuckers ain't playing that game, you know what I'm saying. They listen. They're like, oh shit, dad's mad. So it's just how you communicate shit. A lot of people don't listen, and his audience, you can't blame him for having a certain type of delivery to, you know, for his audience. See, you're not, if you disagree, you're not his audience, right? So other people might think like, oh man, his delivery, you know, is off, you know, but sometimes that cold delivery. Have you ever got into an argument with, you know, a close family member or somebody you love, and you guys throw a couple darts at each other? They say, oh, you ain't shit in basketball. You ain't shit. You know, you broke, you know. You know, this motherfucker was a motherfucker you thought never judged you ever. But now all of a sudden, you know, they got so much to say. And then you take that and you better yourself with that. Like, okay, yeah, this motherfucker, yeah. Okay, that's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? So usually it'll better you in a lot of situations, which is unfortunate. It crushes people, you know, because they can't handle it. You know, they need to find out how to be a little tougher and a little more stern and more confident, you know. Stick your chest out a little.
Can I say something real quick? Black women, can we stop talking about if these niggas want us or not? Excuse me, Kevin, this is not, I'm talking to Black women real quick. Can we stop talking? Can we stop posting all day on TikTok? Because I newly went to TikTok and I just kept seeing this. Black women, can we stop talking about if these successful Black men want us or not? Like, can we just focus on us and we be successful, and then we go out there and we decide who the fuck we want? Because what I've been seeing is, I feel like I've been seeing men using that as an opportunity because they've been hurt and somebody done and they've been using it as a way to come out and lash out and poke fun at Black women and use it as a way to feel like they somebody or they something. Or so for all you niggas that's doing that on TikTok, wherever the fuck y'all at, eat a dick, go away. Nobody gives a shit about you. And I want Black women to stop fucking posting about whether or not y'all want Black women or not. Okay? Well, I want Black women just to focus on themselves, be successful, and then you go out there and you decide the trajectory of your life. Okay?
Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of hurt on both sides.
You better break her down, bro.
And a lot of, and especially in the black community, we don't really do a lot of counseling, therapy. I recommend therapy often because we got a lot of stuff individually that we want to deal with. And marriage and relationships are not for everybody. And I'm just trying to, ultimately I ask people, what do you want? What do you want? And what are you prepared to do to get what you want?
Right.
And are you willing to pay that cost? It's really the conversation. But it always gets kind of whittled down. But at the end of the day, what we are seeing is, you know, especially if you're under 30, it's harder for guys today under 30 than it was from 50 years ago, because you can't take care of a family on a high school or just coming out. So they're at the bottom. And I just had men's meeting, and I told guys, look, while you're under 30, work on getting yourself together.
Exactly.
Because like it or not, you're really not in a position like you should be to be able to work with, lead, do anything.
You might as well get your shit together, because, hey, if they're not fucking with you when your shit's together, they're definitely not gonna fuck with you when it's not together.
Like that, and you see the hate, not the hate, but the hurt on both sides, because a lot of times people will use these talking points to go at and poke women over here, but that's not what's going on right now. This year, we're past the sound point. I mean, we still laugh, we still do all that stuff. We're talking about self-awareness and moving the needle. I'm in LA tomorrow talking with a famous sexologist, a womanist, feminist.
Yeah, but you
talk
know,
about
once you got on that she's a 9, then you took and that's smart of you. You took the time to promote, you know, all of the good things that you do, because you know a lot of people's gonna see this, and you want to be in the most positive light that you can, and criticizing her for whatever or everything you criticize all these other women about would have done nothing for your bottom line. So you guys got to understand when somebody's genuinely on here trying to give you the game, and when they're just genuinely trying to use the game to get the subscribers and, you know, all of the monetization. You know, you got to be smart, man, and know where this information's coming from. You know, I ain't got nothing against Kevin Samuels. I like his channel. Like I said, it's like having an argument with somebody that you love in some of these situations, and, you know, people that are hearing it, because it comes off so sharp, you know, it might hit you real hard, and it might either trigger you to fold or it might trigger you to do better. One thing it's not going to do is have you in the same spot. So I think that his content and the response and everybody around it in the chat, and, you know, that make, you know, this experience what it is, people calling in, you know, all of that stuff. Yeah, it's great.
Things that that people on my side may not understand, to further open the conversation up. Because that's what we have to get to. We got to end up, for whoever want to be involved with whoever, we got to end up having a better conversation, because while we're separate, fighting, everybody else just eats off of us. That's really what that looks like. So, but,
okay, Kevin. Since we are, no, we got to get down to the business chat.
Yeah, because you know.
Now, do you think a man can have sex 3 times a night for the rest of his life?
Fuck no.
Most guys can't.
They can't?
Not for the rest of his life, no.
Well, how many times they gonna be able to do it?
Depends how much he's working. Depends on how much he's working. That's why I say it's different on.
But wait, no, listen, no.
No.
Every night, fuck no.
How many times should a man expect to have sex? What is, in your opinion, how many times should a woman give their man sex?
She turned it around fast. Okay.
A week? Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of the as often as he wants it.
No, hold on.
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. you look at, like I said, I look at guys, most guys I'm talking to are working 10, 12-hour days. Bernie Mac said it, I'm gonna come home and give you 50 strokes. You count them if you ain't got time. Most dudes trying to walk around like they porn stars. Look here, man. Get good at foreplay, eat some pussy, and get on. Because we don't have all that time. You get old.
Kevin Samuel's funny as shit.
Oh no.
When you get older, but I think a healthy sex life 2 to 3 times a week is what most people are doing because they got kids.
Yeah, no, I understand.
But when you're single, no kids, whenever you want to.
Yeah. Well.
She's like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
No, I understand because yes, things change when you have to be looking at your baby and a lot of
I'm just reacting so I don't get fined.
Let me ask you something. Do men really want? Because I was having this discussion 2 days ago. Do men really want a woman to be all up under them? Baby, hi, yeah, ooh, or do they just say they want that, and when they want that, and when they get it, they be like, because I feel like me being mean is what, yeah.
The late great Patrice O'Neal said it the best. We want you around, but not around. He made a comedy bit where he said, we want you in the house, kind of like around the corner in the vent somewhere. We kind of want you to be like a cat. You call a cat's name, hey, babe. Okay, you there, cool. We just want to know you in touching distance.
Yeah, that's factual. You know what I'm saying? It's factual. But the extra rubbing and, you know what I'm saying, massages, different things like that, that's definitely, you're going to win a man over doing that type of shit.
It's really always because we really...
And I feel like I'm like a man. I feel like I'm, a lot of people throughout my life would tell me that I'm like a man.
And the thing that is so scary is that Nicki Minaj over the last 10 or 15 years, females have mimicked her every move, and she is the reason why a lot of these women are the way they are now. And she just said it, she's like a man. So you got all of these years, these females that you guys have to deal with, your baby's moms and everybody, they've been wanting and looking up to Nicki Minaj on another level. This is very interesting.
I remember people would tell me I shouldn't expect as a woman to have a climax every time I do it, right? Like Hilton. And I said, excuse me, I gotta be a fucking mind. Why wouldn't I want to climax every time I have intercourse? Just like you want to climax when you have intercourse. And I was accused of being like a man. Not in my, this is years ago. And I knew that wasn't gonna work, child. Cause it's not only about you.
Well,
you think about that.
Well, so when I go to LA, I'll be talking to sexologists.
A female definitely got to be in tune with her body. She just can't be laying there. And, a lot of times, if that's all you're gonna do is just lay there, then fuck it. All I'm gonna do is just get my nut. That's let's be real. When it wakes the fuck up and gets to going in, and then you get to wanting to do a little bit more to it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you, I think they call them pillow warriors, or the woman that just want to lay her head in the fucking pillow and that's it, and don't do shit. Then you can't be expecting that. But if you're in there making it interesting, then yeah, you get more when you make it interesting. But that's, everybody knows that, right?
Shampoo. There's a lot that men don't understand about sexuality. Most guys, you ask them what the Kama Sutra is, they don't know what it is. They don't know anything about tantric sex. They don't even know that. You couldn't even show them the anatomy of a vagina. They can understand parts. Just weren't taught. So, and if you know what you're doing, yeah, yes, you should have as much orgasm. You should. You're multi-orgasmic. You can have more than we can.
That's right.
So the point is that I think that was part of the purpose of going down there, to have this conversation, because women's sexuality is so misunderstood by men. So a lot of guys make comments about women and not knowing.
I wonder if he knew that she was gonna call in or not, because he's definitely on code. He's definitely on code. You know, he's coming with the facts, and you know what I'm saying. If I had to give him a scale of 1 to 10, you know, for his brand, you know, I think he did a decent job. But as far as going in and, you know, like, he didn't go at the weave, you know, the natural hair. He didn't go at the plastic surgery. You know, he didn't go through none of that. None of that. He didn't want to go down that alley. But if it was another chick on there, you know, she don't have a real hair, you know, like, she said it looks like, you know, the slanty eyes looks good on women that's not like Asian, but, you know, we could all agree that this is like some type of a Asian type of hairstyle, the paint over the eyes, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, so he definitely trying to get that YouTube money, and that's cool, man. I'm gonna get to that YouTube bag too.
It's based on women, and I say ultimately this: if you ain't getting married, what the fuck you care about a woman's body count and who she fucking? Okay, if you ain't gonna take ownership of it, and if it's yours, you need to learn what to do. Because yeah.
Well, if I was a man, I would still care about who a woman is fucking. Just
safety, as long as it's
right. And this is Nicki Minaj telling y'all, you know, because I think, you know, you guys hear her music and you guys think it's just something else, but then she's just letting you know, like, you know, if you was a guy, you know, you would be. So even you guys running after this, if this is what you want, you know, she's letting you know that that's not it.
I'm talking about, there are guys who worry about things. Here's the thing: there's ownership and then there's dating. We do a lot to disqualify one another, and we got enough stuff already disqualifying us.
Oh, right, to put women down.
Yeah, I mean, or to discount men too. And I'm like, well, in the context of a relationship, it's different than people who are out here just hooking up. If you're gonna just be out here hooking up, you need to be. I would assume you would want to have a good sexual reputation. You want to be a dead layer or a weak fuck. That's not a good look.
No.
See, people are like, I'm so lost.
No, I'm not lost.
No, I'm talking about people in the
Yeah, man. Come on, y'all. Anyway, this was a cool one, man. This is Dr. Hood. We're going to play the rest of the clip out. That's all I got on this one. If there's any more that come out, you know, I'll probably attach it to this joint. You guys can go find this one on the Kevin Samuels Instagram page. You know, go check it out. I'm going to just run this joint out. It's going to be over when it's over. Hit the like and subscribe button on your way out. This is Dr. Hood. We're reacting to this shit. Hit that bell too. You dig? And don't be a simp every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Pull up.
I want to put it on a person. I don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, I've seen the video. I heard, what were you talking about? The blood? What is a blood? What is that?
Blood clot?
I'm serious. I know. What is this?
No, it's just a term that my family, my Jamaican people who I love very much, it's just a curse word that they use. Like with a blood clot, I deal with pussy. You understand? So that.
All right, I've heard that before. Like, I didn't know if it was a curse word.
That girl crazy.
Well, good to be on here with you. You got any other questions? Because I got to get packed.
Oh, he trying to act like he going somewhere. He know that she busy. Don't do that, Kevin, man.
I finished talking to my people, but I want to tell you that I appreciate you joining me tonight.
Appreciate it.
And I don't want to, and to everybody that's wanting me to diss this gentleman or anything, I'm not going to do anything because I don't have proper information, and I don't do shit to get attention or to get clicks or to do no clown shit. If I hear something and I understand the context and Kevin and I wants to talk, then we'll talk. But I'm not just here to diss nobody. So Kevin,
if I say some shit you don't like, feel free to talk about it.
I will.
Yes, you will.
Kevin, we gonna have to have you on Queen Radio in a month or two, okay?
Let's do it.
All right. Take care.